Hello there, truth seekers. Welcome back to our channel, where we unravel the truth behind the enigmatic facade of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's glamorous world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. We are back again with another fiery hot take that will get people riled up. Today, I've got to call out Meghan Markle for her latest publicity stunt that shows she is a selfish, spotlight-hungry diva. Before we wade into the troubling waters of this revelation, if you haven't already done so, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the explosive content we have lined up. You all saw those headlines. Just hours before the brave Princess Kate made her triumphant return to public life at Trooping the Color after battling cancer, Meghan had her little polo buddy, Nacho Figueras, shilling her tacky lifestyle brand online. She is posting pics of raspberry jam and dog treats when Kate should have had all eyes on her courage and strength. Give me a break. This is the latest of Meghan's desperate antics to remain relevant and steal attention from the real royals doing the work. Kate is out there showing her integrity and service to the monarchy after going through hell with cancer treatments. And what is Meghan doing? She was hawking overpriced junk that nobody needs or wants from her. Hasn't been an American Riviera vanity project. Are you kidding me with this? Kate puts on a brave face after chemotherapy to honor the crown and her duties, and Meghan dares to try and distract from that with some dopey product launch for jams and dog biscuits. It is so tacky and on brand for Miss former cable actress to cheapen such a poignant moment with crass commercialism. What is most remarkable about this is the timing. Meghan's little stunt could not have come at a worse moment. Princess Kate, who has always been an embodiment of grace under pressure, was making her first public appearance since her diagnosis with cancer. At that moment, it was important for the public to rally around her, cheer her on, and celebrate the strength and resilience of the princess. Instead, Meghan chose to steal her thunder, in effect, with petty and superficial promotion of lifestyle products. Moreover, let's talk about the content of Meghan's promotion. Raspberry jam and dog treats? Seriously? Those things are among the least important in this world. Still, Meghan feels that these inconsequential products deserve notice at the possible cost of an extraordinary, inspiring story. It's a clear giveaway of where her priorities are: self-promotion over genuine compassion and respect. It was also not the first time Meghan had pulled such a stunt. One can vividly trace a behavioral pattern of always wanting to show her other colleagues up despite the circumstances or who may stand in the light of what she wants. That is the opposite of Princess Kate, who has always held her self-respect and followed her line of duty regarding her royal duties in trying to make other people's lives better at all times, despite her challenges. In the end, it only reifies what everyone knew all along. Meghan Markle's actions are driven by a dire need for attention and validation, often at the expense of other people. Well, that is quite disappointing but not that surprising. You'd think that after getting booed at recent royal events and enduring the humiliation of South Park parodies, Meghan Markle might show some self-awareness. Nope, she's doubling down on being the cringe-worthy Duchess of Desperation, shamelessly pandering for publicity no matter how inappropriate the timing or context. The maddening thing is how Meghan continually demands these comparisons with Kate, the Princess of Wales, which she can never hope to measure up to. As Piers rightfully said, anytime Meghan does anything, she just invites comparison with Kate. And in that comparison, Meghan Markle doesn't come off very well, I'm afraid. He isn't joking. Where Meghan was a fame-hungry actress born into luxury, Kate comes from a decent, hard-working, middle-class background. She had no training nor ambitions to be royal. Through dedication and humility, Kate has embraced morality and fundamental dignity in a way that Meghan could only ever dream of. It is a stark contrast, indeed, where Meghan is describing Kate as displaying courage under fire and grace under pressure, so poised and elegant, showing up at the Trooping the Color after chemotherapy. You can see it being played out parallel with what seems to be Meghan's vacuous, look at me, marketing. It is so brazen and disrespectful. We all remember those iconic images of Kate in her svelte black and white designer dress, donning a classy fascinator, carrying herself with poise and strength. Meghan does attempt to keep attention on her, making her appear desperate and out of touch. Public appearances and statements usually sound insincere and self-serving, with a naturalness that Kate has seemed to have grabbed a hold of. This isn't just about fashion or public demeanor, it's about the substance behind the persona. Kate has attained this favoritism from the public eye by being committed to her royal duties and charitable efforts and ensuring that a standard atmosphere is maintained in the family. She does not carry out anything for selfish reasons. She finds it necessary to be in the limelight just to make a positive contribution to society. On the other hand, Meghan is seen to be more of a person who needs to be in the limelight rather than take up the call of responsibilities associated with her title. The general public's view of the two women appears to embody a distinction between true grace and actions that most view as mere elements of appearances. While Kate seems unintrusive yet supportive of the essential causes and has an unwavering presence, everything Meghan does is deliberate to make the headlines. It just emphasizes an emptiness about her public persona. At its very core, however, the stark contrast that exists between Kate and Meghan is not with regard to their respective roles within the royal family but rather with regard to the values that they each represent. Kate's humility, dedication, and genuineness toward others oppose Meghan's apparent self-absorption and desperate need for fame. Small wonder Kate keeps coming out on top in the court of public opinion. She was the fairy tale princess, regal with an air that could never be imitated. Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales, is beautiful and brings elegance and grace to her public appearances, that have won her hearts worldwide. And she did it with remarkable fortitude against the backdrop of her private cancer struggle. This, undoubtedly, is true courage and selfless service that commands global admiration. Kate's capability of maintaining her dignity and moving on with her duties, even in such a personal battle, shows beyond any reasonable doubt that she is the epitome of strength and resilience. And, in sharp contrast, we have Meghan Markle again, bent on making every issue related to her mercantile brand, driven by an unquenchable thirst for the spotlight. It's almost as though she is always in competition, but it's a game that only she plays. To post some very dull-looking product shots on the same day as Kate's courageous public re-emergence is delusion and narcissism of the highest order. Does Meghan need to keep hawking tacky jams and treats in a transparent cash and attention grab, as Piers Morgan pointed out? It is amazing that she doesn't have the class and self-awareness to see that her actions are tasteless. It does feel like Meghan is just so intimidated and threatened by how Kate effortlessly overshadows her regarding matters of regality and public adulation. It does appear as though Meghan can never have the limelight on anyone, least of all a person who symbolizes all of the poise and elegance that she feels she can only ever strive to have. This insatiable desire to one-up Kate or hijack the narrative with cheap stunts each time the Princess of Wales has become a noticeable part of it is glaringly transparent. Meghan's actions scream envy and insecurity, painting her as a former actress struggling to accept her role as a Z-list royal hanger-on. She's burned enough bridges and isolated a big chunk of the British public that, at this point, her only move is desperate gestures for relevancy. She knows she'll never indeed be taken seriously as an actual senior royal, so promoting her brand through tone-deaf moves, like launching the ill-timed jam, is all she has. It was an unfortunately cringe-worthy move to stay relevant in the eye of the public. The optics are killer. On the one hand, the poised future queen is holding the fort with tremendous bravery, putting duty before her health struggles. And then, there was Meghan, always busy selling herself and never acting with tact, and this behavior only served to underscore her insecurities. The difference between Kate's dignified resistance and desperate attention-getting by Meghan is so striking that it cannot be missed. While Kate wins the world's praise for her courage and work, Meghan's antics only serve to underline her lack of it, further isolating her in her quest for relevance. She looked every inch a storybook princess, an essence irreplaceable and incomparable. Her poise and grace emanated with great power, even more so as she showed remarkable fortitude in private, struggling with cancer. This is true courage and selfless service that commands global admiration and respect. It speaks of Kate Middleton's bravery to return to public life at a time of such personal adversity. And then there is Meghan Markle, trying to turn it all back on her mercantile brand and obsessed by an insatiable thirst for the limelight. It's simply the height of delusion and narcissism, posting product shots on the very same day that Kate's brave return was announced. As Piers Morgan so aptly put it, does she need to keep hawking tacky jams and treats in such a transparent grab for cash and attention? A little bit of class and self-awareness would go a long way. How intimidated and threatened Meghan is by how easily Kate eclipses her in regality and public admiration. This insecurity drives Meghan to constantly try and one-up or hijack the limelight with cheap stunts whenever Kate, the Princess of Wales, is heavily featured. It's pathetically transparent how envious and insecure the former actress is about being a Z-list royal hanger-on. At this point, Meghan has burned so many bridges and alienated so much of the British public that her only move is to make desperate gestures for relevancy. She knows she'll never be taken seriously as a senior royal, so she defaults to promoting her brand with tone-deaf maneuvers like the jam launch. It's just so sad and painful. The optics are terrible. Here's the graceful, self-possessed future queen showing incredible backbone by doing her job when she doesn't want to, all while being sick as a dog. On the other hand, there's Meghan, who will not let go, whose actions appear to some people to be those of a particularly ill-advised grabber of attention, one of whom they think, enough already. The contrast couldn't be starker. The values of duty, resilience, and grace embodied by Kate stand in sharp relief to Meghan's relentless self-promotion and obliviousness. This only elevates Kate further in the public eye as one who garners respect and admiration because of her unwavering dedication and poise. The public relations efforts by Meghan to be in the limelight, on the other hand, are not wrong, but they are not realistic and keep her seeming so alien to the proper sense of public service and privilege that the royal family is supposed to possess and reflect. Her relation to the public is exemplified by the necessity to shine above Kate, a strategy now backfiring. Instead of positively contributing to a respected and valued public image, Meghan solidifies herself as a superficial and attention-seeking figure. The final test of royalty is the dedication and inspiration through service from such an ability. Kate Middleton epitomizes those ideals in such a way that proves that reality is internal. Her poise and grace in the face of personal adversity only further establish her as a cherished figure on the world stage. In turn, Meghan should consider this and take a more thoughtful and authentic approach to her public engagements. There was her petulant sister-in-law dropping another of her insipid product lines on the same day, nakedly attempting to take attention away from Kate's shining moment. It's just so on-brand of a former yacht girl to be this level of calculatingly thirsty. There is no level of PR spin that could sanitize how deeply inappropriate and disrespectful Meghan's actions here are. It's just utterly lacking in self-awareness and deference to the actual blood royals she is so threatened by. Meghan insists on star treatment and top billing, even when the moment calls for her to take a back seat and pipe down for once. It is just so galling. Ultimately, this sorry episode is just the latest data point proving Meghan is in the permanently unrepentant territory. She never ceases to take an occasion to hog the limelight, without considering what might be appropriate under the circumstances. Not even royal events that should be moments of solidarity and celebration for the family are saved from her insatiable desire for attention. Thus, she made a calculated entry into the product launch, making all eyes focus away from Kate, showing complete disregard for the royal hierarchy and the importance of the occasion. This pattern of behavior underlies a deeper issue: Meghan's inability to respect the traditions and protocols of the monarchy. Events involving royalty are steeped in history and importance, and at the end of the day, members have value in keeping the dignity and importance of these occasions. However, this seems to be contradicted by Meghan's actions, or at least it does not seem like she understands its traditions. Her constant need to be the center of attention undermines the very institution she claims to want to be a part of. Moreover, such behavior as Meghan exhibits is truly characteristic of a cheap marketing approach and not worthy of her position. In dragging herself to all these behaviors, she does not diminish only herself but also reflects terrible on the monarchy itself. The fact that Meghan tried to steal Kate's moment with a product launch was disrespectful. It showed her readiness to put personal gain ahead of family harmony and respect for royal responsibilities. Mark my words, this attention-starved diva will continue with her unseemly stunts if she's not finally put in her place. Her antics have shown nothing but an inability to read the room or employ the restraint befitting royal protocol. At this point, she's giving the middle finger to the same institution she is leeching off for her faux regal fame. The monarchy, with its many centuries of tradition and expectation, insists on a level of decorum and selflessness that Meghan seems utterly unwilling, or perhaps unable, to live by. What will it take? Her giving head on the Punjab green? I kid, but honest, saying no to a role and a platform for which she's proven utterly unfit is the way to go. The royal family has to put its foot down to command respect for itself and public respect so that one doesn't overshadow the collective legacy and responsibilities of the monarchy. The continued antics serve only to exacerbate the situation, diverting interest and attention from good work and contributions by any other member of the family. The monarchy, which is already under severe public glare, can ill afford to have its image further blemished by the actions of this person who appears more interested in personal fame than commitment to the values and responsibilities of a position. Now, there has been a re-evaluation of her role and firm stance in the protection of the integrity of the royal family. Meghan's actions have received scathing critical reviews as they are considered dismissive of the royal family and its age-old traditions. Most think that her actions are uncalled for and that she is not the kind of person who deserves to be in the august company of someone as royal as Kate. This sentiment has led to calls for Meghan to be stripped of her Duchess title, with some suggesting that she should be relegated to a less prestigious position. However, despite her controversial personality, some people find Meghan very admirable as a person with such bravery not to fear defying all her norms. This group proposes that Meghan should be free to express herself at any moment, irrespective of the opinions and requirements of the royal family. On the other side of the debate, those who support Kate will say that she is a graceful woman full of decorum and will soon be queen. She should be allowed to carry the honor and poise that comes with the monarchy without such controversies framed against Meghan. Opinions on Meghan and Kate are divided, with each woman having her detractors and supporters. As the debate continues, it is anyone's guess how the royal family will decide to address the situation and what potential consequences, if any, Meghan will bear for her actions. What do you think about this situation? Leave your comments below. Tell us what you think. Stick around on this line for updates and analysis on the royal family. Like and share our YouTube page, and subscribe for real-time news and stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you back here shortly with more captivating news from the world of the royal family. Bye for now.